Good day, you absolute legends. Welcome to another edition of Update News. Now, in today's video, I have something rather special to share with you. As we know right now, we have updates that have been coming over to Experimental, including on the internal branch. That has been updating pretty much all this month. Now, we do know some of what we already have seen in the Experimental branch files. Even though Mr. Murray has not posted anything directly on his Twitter, the news has still gotten out on what this update has all been about. However, one of the lead No Man's Sky developers called Martin Griffiths has also come out on Twitter and made a statement on what these updates are all about and what they are impacting on in game and the future really of No Man's Sky going forward. So it's quite a lot today. But before we do get into today's video, ladies and gentlemen, can I just ask for you just to double check that you are indeed still subscribed to the channel? The reason being is, and as we all know by now, YouTube goes ahead and unsubscribes you, the viewer, from your favorite YouTubers without your knowledge or consent. It is to this day still a very big problem. I still get messages to this day saying, oh, I thought I was subscribed to you, and then I wondered why I hadn't heard from you for a while, and then I double checked and I just realized I wasn't subscribed. So I've had to re-hit that subscribe button again. So can you please just make sure for me that that is still the case, you are still subscribed. But also on the flip side to that, if you have been watching me for a while and you like what I do, then why not consider hitting that subscribe button? You definitely will not regret it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right on into today's video. We have a lot to cover today. Okay, so as you can see on screen right now, this is the post in question by Mr. Martin. Now, he is a lead engine developer at Hello Games, just to give you some background on this particular gentleman. Now, he goes on to say this: for people asking about the current Steam experimental branch, the main purpose of this is to get some test coverage on PC, which is now moving to use our main Hello Games file system, or HGFS, for loading in future updates. To briefly explain some history and the reasons for this change. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it gets rather interesting. So, back in 2016, when No Man's Sky originally shipped for the PlayStation 4 and PC, we used a Sony pack file system known as PSARC, or PSARC, known in the industry. This gave us a nice unified solution for loading with compression and the packaging of thousands of game files / data. Later on, when it came to porting to Xbox for the 2018 release, we needed to develop our own file system, and since that release, all console versions have used this code. HDFS had quite a few advantages over the old ARC system. Moving PC to this new quote-unquote code gains all of the improvements. File compression in HDFS uses ZSTD instead of the older zlib. Now, this is all witchcraft to me. I actually don't know what that means, but if someone in the comment section would like to clarify that, then let me know. Comment section down below, you know what to do. This means the overall game size is reduced by more than 10%, saving several gigabytes on a full game download and making all future patches smaller. So straight away there, ladies and gentlemen, not only is the entire game, if you need to move it from system to system or whatever the case may be, if you need to reload or re-download No Man's Sky again using this new system when it goes public and live, will be significantly quicker than previous by upwards of 10%, because it is several gigabytes less, which again is absolutely fantastic. But also the next thing I want to say there is that future patches will also be smaller. Now, this has quite a big impact. Now, if you are on a slower internet connection and you have to wait quite a while usually to get the latest and greatest from Hello Games for No Man's Sky, then that will be hopefully quite significantly sped up for you. But also as well, with it being smaller patch sizes, then it even might go through verification that little bit quicker as well, because it's a smaller file size, and it all depends on the file size, as we know, depending on how long it would then take to get verified to go on, let's say, the Sony platform or for PlayStation or the Xbox platform through Microsoft. So, you know, that is only ever a very, very good thing. Now, onwards to the next bit. Decompression time on the CPU with HGFS can be up to 4 times faster, which reduces load time significantly. Again, fantastic. Now, this is across the board, not only obviously on the PlayStation, on the Xbox, but for PC as well. If you are using a more older system and you are having to wait for load times, then this could dramatically, like I said, up to 4 times the speed, depending on the console or the system that is trying to load No Man's Sky, which again is a massive difference. Better caching of data combined with this faster decompression also solves a few historical issues, like some occasional hitches and also an often complained about larger hitch on leaving a planet's atmosphere. Now, as we know, this has been a problem in No Man's Sky for the longest time, and it's the transition from when you're in space and you're going down to a planet, or more so when you're coming back up from the planet, the transition from planet to space, that fine like line, there is always that hang up, there is always that hiccup where the game kind of freezes for that split second, or if you're on console it can be longer than a split second, and then it'll load up space, or then it'll load up the ground. But now it should be seamless. Now, we have had mods in the past that does fix this issue. However, that is a PC only fix, and whenever there's a new update, it breaks all the time. But now this has been pretty much officially fixed. It'll be for everybody, which again is exciting news. So that's a very big change, and it changes, like this title says, it changes everything. I mean, this really does. Now, with the good also comes the bad. So he goes on to say the primary disadvantage of moving to a new file system was the dev effort needed to continue to support modding. Now, this is where it gets a bit confusing, because even as they say here, even though, as the experimental notes mention, and it's something that I've also said, this isn't an officially supported thing, because they've mentioned plenty of times they do not officially support modding, but yet they are supporting modding by doing this. There is a large community of modders, and allowing a migration path for mods needed a decent amount of programmer time. So they've actually invested a lot of time into this file system to include mods on their game and to support the modders that make the mods, but they don't, just remember, they don't support modding on No Man's Sky officially. How does that work? Anyway, this is ongoing, and we hope you can see from the notes that significant effort has gone into this change and the long-term benefits outlined here that it can bring to No Man's Sky. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I see the benefits. I hope everybody who's watching this video today can see the benefits of that as well. It really does change a lot of things, and it's not just the immediate impact, even though those notes there, it's showing what the immediate impact is, but it's also the future impact of what this will be, such as, you know, when Worlds Part 2 comes out, it'll be quicker at loading. You'll be able to download it quicker. You'll be able to play it quicker. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about reorganizing things. It's all about how the game runs, and like it even said, it will run things smoother. Now, obviously, it'll give us one example here, but it is where the hiccup is between the spaceline boundary of planet to space or space to planet, where that boundary line is. No more hiccups. Fantastic. Now, if it's solving problems like that, what else is it solving in the background? It's going to be running, the game is going to be running a lot smoother, which again is absolutely fantastic. But I don't think this is personally the only reason why they have done this. I also think this is going to be the exact same system that they're going to be introducing, or already have introduced, and which is why now we're getting it on No Man's Sky as a backwards compatible thing, and you probably already know where I'm going with this. They probably already had it in Light No Fire for a while, and now they're bringing it to No Man's Sky, or No Man's Sky has had it for a while, like consoles, which is what I already said, and now it's going to be obviously transferred over to Light No Fire as well. Now, that's obviously speculation, it doesn't say that here, but I highly suspect that is going to be the case, especially if they spent so much dev time on this problem already. And, you know, they do have the same engine, which means everything that they do for No Man's Sky can be transferred over. So I highly suspect with this, if it's going to be a lot better, it's going to be over on Light No Fire as well, which also again means the game is going to be smaller in download size, it's going to run quicker. Again, all really good news. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's why this changes everything. It's the much bigger picture on what is going on, and it really does change a lot of things, and only for the better. But let me know what you think about today's video, ladies and gentlemen. in the comment section down below. You know what to do. But before I do let you go today, I just want to mention one thing. Now, on Friday, which is tomorrow's day, I will be hosting an event over on a certain planet. Now, if you want to take part in this event, it will last for a few days. All you need to do is join my Discord, link in the video description down below, where you'll have to go through a series of challenges, maybe join a faction, maybe not. I'm being a bit more tight-lipped about it right now until the event starts. But if you do want to join the event, it's called the New Eden event, then you can do by going on to my Discord, link in the video description down below. And over the next 24 hours, I will be getting everything set up on my end. And it is all in No Man's Sky, and it's all in the Euclid Galaxy, so everyone will have access to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of players. And yeah, if you want to be in a video as well, then go ahead and join. Again, join my Discord, link video description down below, and I'll have more information over the next 24 hours on what it's all about and how you can participate. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's everything from me here today, and as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.